it was one of the best days of his life and the worst. Adam Greenberg was up at bat for the first time in the majors, playing for the Chicago Cubs back in July of 2005. A fastball came barreling at him at a whopping 92 miles an hour, hit him directly in the head, just below the helmet. The injuries he sustained pretty much ended his dream of playing in the majors at that moment. But then 7 years later, Adam's determination to get back in the game, along with the help of an online campaign started by a sports fan, Matt Liston, changed all of that. Adam and Matt joining us now from Miami, because just 3 days away, Adam, a big day. You are going to get a chance to hit with the Marlins, and this is something that you, Matt, have been trying to get to happen. Give him a second chance, and here we go. Okay, so you first, Adam. What are you doing with this time now, 3 days before this big second chance?
I'm just soaking it all in. I mean, it is a chance for me to really realize my dream as I had my whole life as a child, wanting to play Major League Baseball. And obviously what happened 7 years ago did, and that dream was kind of shattered, and I didn't ever get to enjoy being a major leaguer. So with obviously the help of Matt Liston and this one at-bat campaign, you know, he's enabled me to kind of get back and now truly realize the dream, and I'm honestly just saying I'm soaking it in and loving every second of it.
Oh, that's fantastic. And so, you know, Matt, you all have become tight now, but you didn't know him from Adam, so to speak. You didn't even know him. No. You were a fan, but you got this campaign going. Why?
Yeah, well, you know, I remember Adam's first at-bat. I'm a Chicago Cubs fanatic, and I remember the day he played that game in 2005, July 9th, I thought I was about to see the center fielder of our future. And I remember when he got hit in the head, it was devastating. And I remember watching the games after that thinking, well, where's Adam? When is Adam going to get to play? And he never got called up again. He never played again for the Chicago Cubs. And so that at-bat was always burned in my brain. And then, you know, I would always check in to see what Adam was up to online, and he still didn't get the call up. And then right before this season started, I was actually watching the movie Field of Dreams with my wife. I couldn't believe she had never watched it before. Anyway, so we were watching it, and she mentioned the character in there, Moonlight Graham, Adam's always compared to Moonlight Graham. And she said, man, I feel sorry for that Moonlight Graham character. And I said, Moonlight Graham doesn't have anything on this guy, on Adam Greenberg. And so I started telling her the story of Adam Greenberg. And then I thought, wow, he's only 28, 29 years old. We can't let this moment pass, this window of opportunity pass. So I did some homework on Adam, saw how great he was playing in the independent leagues. And then after I went to spring training and chatted with a few general managers and some of the players, I want to make this point. A lot of the active Major League players would tell me that they would give up their at-bat for Adam. And when I got that outpouring of respect and support for Adam from the big leaguers, game was on, campaign was on. I called this guy out of the blue, and I don't know what he thought when I first called him.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, hey, then Adam, tell me, what did you think when Matt out of the blue was just like, I got this campaign going? You got other players who say, you know, they're willing to give up bat for you. What was your reaction?
Well, we'll take it back a little bit before that. When he first called me with the idea, I got to be honest, if he wasn't coming from a trusted source of mine, you know, I would have probably dismissed it, because I mean, it sounds like a crazy idea.
Right.
Hey, I'm going to create a campaign and an army of people to get you an at-bat. But you know what? The interesting part was, over the course of the conversation, the initial conversation, Matt, obviously you can just see it, his passion and his genuineness, where it was just, he couldn't imagine what happened to me, and if it was him, he just wanted to do this.
Wow.
And I heard that that first conversation, and then what happened after that, you know, he'd call me and say, hey, I already talked to this coach and this player and this guy. But it wasn't until I saw the piece, and I kind of encourage everyone to go and check it out at oneatbat.com and just watch the piece, because what it did for me, I mean, it brought tears to my eyes. It was so emotional just to see the overwhelming show of support that this guy was able to create with, I mean, genuinely an army of people through the social media and just that overwhelming show of support re-energized and relit a fire in me. So.
And what an incredible commitment. So now, I wonder, Adam, how are you going to be at bat, Marlins Tuesday and not have tears in your eyes? I mean, how are you going to be able to concentrate on that moment? Will you be thinking about what happened years ago, or will you be thinking about, your fitness, your training, your readiness? Can you tell me what you might be feeling?
Here's the one thing that I want to make very clear. This campaign and this at-bat is a success already. So the result of what happens on Tuesday, it's one at-bat, but obviously it's resonated with so many people, showing the power of the human spirit, the power of perseverance, and just staying positive and not letting yourself stay down. But it's not, you can't do it alone. You need support. And I didn't ask for it, certainly. I didn't know Matt from a hole in the wall. He wasn't a friend of mine, a relative, an agent, nothing. He's just a genuinely nice guy and passionate baseball fan and passionate person. So all of those emotions, I'm getting to kind of relive and talk about it and share it right now. But come Tuesday, I mean Monday, that's when it's 100% focus on the game and an at-bat to try to help the Marlins win a game. The ownership, beautiful. Mr. Loria, Mr. Sampson, the whole ownership, everyone's been so warming and welcoming and done it for the right reasons. And I'm just fortunate to be the guy that has the opportunity. But I'm going to try to go and do my job. And my job for that day on Tuesday is to get on base, create, and score a run. And if I score a run, then the Marlins are one run closer to winning a game, and that's what I love to do.
That's
so this
fantastic.
this is all a bonus.
And it's a one-day contract. We're going to be rooting for you. Who's not going to be rooting for you? We'll all be rooting for you, and we would love to have you back next weekend so you can talk, both of you, about what that experience was like. And Matt, something tells me, I know you've been a long, time Cubs fan, but now you got to be a Marlins fan.
I'm an Adam Greenberg fan. That's the way I'm going to put it. I'm an Adam Greenberg. But Frederica, thank you so much. And I got to tell you, we're really grateful to the Marlins because it's a lot easier to say no than it is to say yes. And in this case, this is like the beginning of sports activism. This is where the fans have stepped up to change the game, and the social media has helped the sports world be an example for the rest of the world. And it starts now, and it starts with you, Frederica. Thanks for doing this story.
You are so sweet. You all have an incredible, it's a beautiful relationship, beautiful inspiration. We're rooting for you, and we look forward to seeing you next weekend when you tell us what that experience was all about. And we're big fans of both of you, Matt and Adam. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.